Here, Cohen on content. I got Jason Kates from rVue with me. Jason, I'm going to give you a minute to explain what rVue does. Let me tell you, though, that Jason's been around this industry a long time, and he spent most of that time in content. That's what we're going to get to. But first, tell them what you do.
Sure. rVue is a demand-side platform.
Oh, buzzwords, come on, man. How does that work? What does it do?
It's an online platform that allows agencies and advertisers to see the entire universe of digital screens that are connected to the internet, and allows them to plan by way of psychographics, demographics, geographics. It allows ultra hyper targeting. You can, through our platform, deliver an offer, so it's real-time bidding. Networks either accept or negotiate the offer.
How did you decide to go from what, like almost 100,000 screens that you were programming, that you're developing content for,
right,
for like 10, 12 years or something?
Right.
How do you spin from that into what sounds like a highly technical area? And by the way, I'm going to get back to what content means to you in a minute, but right now I'm more interested in how did you do that and why?
Well, it was a big problem that was starting to surface around 2005, 2006. We could see the amount of screens were going up as rapid as I've ever seen it in this space. It's a land grab, a phenomenon. If you'd have told me that in 1995, I would have bet against you. But it's just...
You bet against me?
It's just an amazing time. So we decided to take a step back and truly solve a problem to try and open up the floodgate, pent-up demand of advertising that wants to get to the space. So we kind of flipped the sales funnel, where the agencies are now able to look at it from this way. They still have relationships with the networks.
Sure, sure.
We're not trying to eliminate that, but we're trying to make the buying process and also the analytics. We're bringing analytics to the space where you can see across multi-channel campaign, 10 different networks, 5,000 different screens, and rVue can show you daily analytics.
All right. We're getting into a commercial here for rVue now. Now wait a minute. I want to get you on here because I want to talk about content.
Okay.
And by the way, first question. Is content important or no? Second question, if it is, why? And if it's not, why not?
Content's fundamental. All the technology works. So, so the cat's out of the bag. There's only two ways to move a file around. All the software works really good and the screens are phenomenal. But once you eliminate all of that, what do you have left? Content.
All right, thank you very much. That's all I need.
By the way, we built an entire company, a huge company at one point, around content, completely ROI-driven. We were focused on retail, so we had the advantage of getting weekly POS data, and we could see pre and post, test versus control, that we were functioning. In fact, big retailers don't pay for anything.
A lot of the guys watching are in the ad-supported network. They're not necessarily at retail, they're not at a quick service business or the food service business, but they're trying to find, or they have found, audiences that are fairly captive, although we all know with smartphones today there's no such thing, but they're fairly captive, and they're trying to get a grip on what the content's going to do for them in trying to sell that advertising. Can you help out?
Well, if you, as a network owner or operator, if you believe that bringing in RSS feeds as content, and that's your content, and you believe that an agency who puts together a $250,000 30-second movie is going to run it on your network, it needs to match up. You need to have apples and apples so that it...
Does anybody really still try to program a network with RSS feeds and music videos?
Oh, yeah.
Honest? Really? All right, then that's a whole new thing we got to talk about. Come on, content, Jason Kates. Hey, www.what?
rVue.com.
Check them out. See you next week. Or no, you'll see me next week.